one and all. Here I've just been faffing around with the options of Thief, trying to make it extra pretty, and also trying to make sure it actually pops up on the stream thing. Just about to slap the intro. Because I've actually never played this game. Huh. Well, alright. There's a training. Oh dear. Oh, okay, so the difficulty starts at normal and just goes up from there. Essence of balance is detachment. To embrace a cause, to grow, fond and spiteful, is to lose one's balance. After which, no action can be trusted. Our burden is not for the dependent of spirit. I feel like the game's a bit on the loud side.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine. One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man!
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone!
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Ooh, training arc. Hey, follow instructions.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room.
Aha. So somebody's showing me a broken chat. Have you tried refreshing the app? I noticed I had that issue. I've had that issues before on some of the streams I've seen. Too loud. I've also been informed that it's a bit on the loud side, which seems to be the case. So, try there.
You must learn how to move unseen. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your screen will tell you how visible you are. Try to reach the top of the platform without being seen.
Well done. I did not see you approach.
Open this door to continue. When the door is near the center of your screen, it will light up, indicating that it is selected. To manipulate selected doors and other objects, use them. Good. Proceed down this corridor for your next test.
Sneak, sneak, sneak. Such a good map. Gerbil, hope you see it.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned. You must get to the top of the platform without being heard.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Am I right in thinking that going sideways is faster?
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
Beyond this door is a hallway that will lead you to your next task. Now get your weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up. Then use them. Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword and then your bow. You can always put them away again if you need your hands free. Now let's go out to the courtyard for some target practice.
I'm currently wondering what is the option to put things away.
Ready your bow. Knock an arrow and draw back the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets. Good shot. Keep practicing if you wish. When you are ready to proceed, approach the training dummy and ready your sword.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Swing at the target with the attack button. A quick tap will give you a slash. Move the tip of your sword to the left of the target for a left slash, and to the right of the target for a right slash. Hold the attack button down, then release for an overhead swing. Try both slashes and the overhead swing on the practice dummy. Good job. You're ready for a live opponent. To practice against your partner,
Luna.
enter the cobbled sparring area. Well done. Keep sparring if you wish. When you are done, leave the sparring area. Attack him with your sword, not your bow. That's enough sparring for today. Please walk over to the table.
That seemed like a perfectly legit way of dealing with it. Oh, hello.
Would you care for some refreshment before we move on, young Garrett?
Yeah,
Please
sure.
pick up all of the items on this table. Cycle through your inventory to see the objects you have in your pockets. Once an object is displayed, you may use it. Have something to eat if you wish. Then you may proceed. The next test is waiting on the other side of the metal door.
I think they still have to cover it though, Crow, even no matter how horrendous it is. Right. Now, I could have sworn it was the function keys for the items. I just sort of get anything with that. Let's just stick in the next item. Catch-all it anyway. Why they have certain things just absolutely missing is beyond me. Yeah, but having controls that are, that start off unbound just seems absolutely insane to me. 'Cause it means
The door
that
is locked, but the key from the table will open it. To unlock the door, select the key in your inventory. Center the door on screen until it lights up. Then use the key on the door. Good. Now head down this hallway to get to your next test.
I thought equals was put the sword away. I also found it impressive that
Now you will learn new movement skills. First, climb the rope by jumping onto it.
jump is another button that was actually missing.
Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now climb the rope to get to the top of the platform. Well done. Run and jump across the gap to the other side of the stream. Good jump.
One seems a bit slow for a run.
This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up. Good job. I'm most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test for today. If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling. When you are finished, you may return to your chambers by going through that red door. Farewell.
Oh, is that a block guard? You didn't tell me there was a guard button. Oh, I get that, but when it tells you to run and jump,
The keepers were training me to be one of them, but I found other uses for those skills.
most promising acolyte left us, not out of the lesser folly of sentiment, but the greater folly of anger. His heart was clouded, and his balance was lost, but his abilities were unmatched. Even then, we knew to watch him most carefully. I suspect the game sound is still too loud.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter. Silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants.
I'll have to hit the settings.
No point in waiting.
Sound.
I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Sneak and take chill. I'm looking at the items for sale and I don't see a need for more, not unless 20 water arrows is really not enough. My first save seems to be a sensible course of action. Yeah, so I was thinking, it looks like I've been given sufficient. Also, I'm reducing the sound. If it gets too quiet, then do let me know, because I can adjust the OBS to compensate on my volume as well. Because I want to make sure that you don't have to keep turning the TV up when you're listening to me. Right. going that way then. I suppose, but double checking how to put things away. Ah, I can't have clear weapon and clear item on the same.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with? Couldn't pay me enough. Ah, you soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there, there was a real eye gouge.
Well, that definitely looks weird. Keep that in mind for now. Fair enough. I do wonder what all these ticking doohickeys are. What do you mean stealth style? No witnesses is perfectly acceptable stealth here. Are you telling me Delta would die? Yo. Hey, that's good. So was it just the app being a silly bugger? Interesting. Also interesting. That's what I was thinking. I can tell you I don't rate their ladders very highly. There is Crow. I'm not moving.
How's it going?
That's going alright. What about yourself? You alright? How do you pickpocket? I assumed it'd be just go near the person and use. No. Not an interruption. Thanks for the help, Crow. Right. Explore, explore, explore. Sorry if I'm being a bit quiet, guys. I'm trying to be stealthy. Swim, 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 swim. I'll have a look down here. You see nothing. You see nothing. Sneak, sneak, sneak. You might want to look away. Sneak, 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 sneak. Ah, it jumped in my face. It jumped in my face.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
You say arrows, I don't want to waste the ammunition.
Inside at last.
Right, so where am I?
I've been thinking. The Sir could really beef up security.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outside.
That's stupid. People will worry about they're on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh.
Ah, nice one, Francis. When you open a chest, does it just auto-loop? Because the box seems very empty every time I open them. You're sure, Crow?
Something there. Seems peaceful enough now.
How intelligent are they? Ah, okay, so I can't just stick a box in their path and they get confused and trip over it type thing. Sneak, 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 sneak. Sorry guys, listening. It depends on what you mean, because what I end up doing is a lot of memorization. There you go. Nobody will see the body. I was crouched and carrying the body crow, if that helps. Huh. These things are loud. Sneak, 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 sneak. Interestingly, whilst going sideways does indeed seem to be faster, it also seems to be louder. I knew about the sideways strafing thing for GoldenEye speedrunning because one of the levels basically demands you do it if you want to be able to get the unlock the cheat it gives you. Because back in GoldenEye, the way they did their achievements is they gave you like cheats you could enable for funsies on the levels. You know what this is gonna be for, yeah, guys? Pointless vandalism. Oh shit. Sneak, 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 sneak. Oh, I have a perfect plan for this. I have the perfect plan for this. Does make a bit of a noise though. It needs to be done, right, guys?
Assassin, help! Help!
I like the idea of making the servants sleep with the guard, okay? But maybe one of them would get fired. Which way are you facing? So, Crow, did you approve or disapprove of my actions of trying to get the guard and the servants in the same bed?
Oh, what was that?
I think the first hit actually missed, and that was the problem. I hit the lantern above it, which blocked him from me hitting him in the head. So, am I being stealthy enough for Crow, but causing enough chaos for Delta, do you think? No, I have to appease both crowds, don't I? It's bad I want to put a guard in the fire now. So what? I see many things that are highlightable, but nothing seems majorly good. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything special to me, is it? Huh. It didn't look like anything important, to be perfectly honest. Cedric, please speak to Cook about last night's dinner. While technically the menu conformed to my instructions, I suspect that the lamb was somewhat older than the springs, and I am in no way fooled by his practice of warming the salad to disguise wilting. If Cook is incapable of finding adequate ingredients, he can be replaced, and if he offers those same excuses about the stone market shortages, please remind him that the grocery budget is a good 50% above last year's figures, and even he should be able to procure adequate victuals at those prices. Wait, where am I? Ah, okay, so this is roughly the direction I want to go in then anyway. Put that way. It's disconcerting. Oh, here. Drunk on the job. So that's up there then. That noise. Very tense. Yeah, I've not seen the where yet either. Oop, that was one button. The little slit thing, yeah, basically. Yeah, it wasn't in the room, it's round.
What's that? Who goes? Gotta stop jumping at nothing.
Honestly, I don't see a point in putting out, say, like one light or something here. And here seems to make sense, because I do believe you'll come in. But am I going to be invisible enough to whack him over the head? Trying to think where can I put him for comedy's sake. I'm not coming up with anything good. Oh well. Shove him in the corner. There's some weird noises going on. Oh, well, because it's quite visceral, isn't it? Do you think he survived that fall? Out of sight, out of mind. No, no, no. Although I'm worried about the first body being visible. Yes, very weird. It's totally weird to enjoy the lovely sound of smacking over somebody over the top of the head as you go blop. That's actually a point. You two are the Massive Thief fans. Is anybody else going to tune in? Let's see. I believe it's over. I think Zoa might have voted for it, but also I'm aware that Zoa has no time because of like work-life type stuff. So the chance of them actually joining any stream probably within the next year or two is slim. But they still want him to play Thief. Now, what is that? Okay, so there are indeed statues. Yeah. It's that thingy from the intro.
Who's there? Is someone there?
Nope.
Oh well.
Nope, nobody was there. Did you see anybody, guys? Don't doubt it. I wondered that, but I really didn't want to pick them up in case they weren't, because it's so noisy to put them down. Even pushing it down things gently. What carpet? Just patiently wait.
Hey, this isn't supposed to look this way.
Oops. Did he say that and then walk off? Yes, he did.
Ooh, someone making noise? Hey, stop! Don't move! Ah! Ah!
How many? I take it once these all work, it doesn't work. That was cheeky. Hey, you say that, but non-lethal and silently taken out. It wasn't that, it's I didn't realise just how loud that floor was, despite walking slowly and crouching. Do I have a mop somewhere? Well, that's why I deliberately lured him into an area I know was clear of guards. To keep the sound and also to hide the body. Also, where's the blood gone? What I meant more was, it seems to have cleaned, me going along, it seems to have cleaned it. floor is so loud. Yeah, it looks like maybe it runs on a timer.
I wonder if he reads them or if it's just for show.
Lord Bafford, a recent delivery of antiques from Bonn contains several items which we felt might be of interest to you. Descriptions follow, but you're welcome to drop by our shop to examine them or other goods in person. The Knight's Sceptre, 3 foot in length. The body of the staff is weirwood carved in the star and dot pattern. 6 inches of the ferrule and 5 inches of the grip are bound with burnished copper overlay by an ink and glaze. I have no idea what the hell it is. Shrakudra varnish. The crowning feature of this magnificent piece, however, is the 6-inch teardrop cut cloudstone, one of the finest of the type we have seen. A treasure box of 2 foot by 3 foot of silver birchwood. The lid is of inlaid pearl, line, and onyx in a maze pattern carved into the wood. The feet are lion paws, each clutching a crystal globe. The inside of the box contains 2 principal compartments, one with glass shelves and one without. Beneath the compartments is a lockable 2-inch false bottom for your most valuable treasures. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Also, you forgot the queue. You know, just to make it worse. Wait, was the plate loot? It made no noise, but it has now vanished. I did notice that, but I didn't hear the noise.
Something there. Don't see anything now.
Door doesn't want to close quietly.
Someone there? Must have been rats.
Which direction is he facing? That's gonna be fun trying to sneak up with him with how loud the floor is. Doubt it, because I'm basically in here going that way. There's the compass if it helps. Sorry, it was only on the screen for a few seconds.
What's going on over there?
Still heard me.
I don't see anything now. Show yourself! I'll find you. Damn you. Come out and fight me!
Oh, not dark enough. Well, that's not good.
How's this feel? You're dog meat!
I am. Oh well.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I was trying to use the bow for a lure, not for a kill. Palmer's trying to still chase after him. Also, I didn't expect it to still be too light with the hiding in the corner with the thing, with one of the lights out. So it's either going to be put a load of lights out. Actually, really. I'm really not liking the amount of water arrows I'm using, but what can you do, eh? Just cosplaying as John Cena.
All right.
Right. Still hated the amount of water hours that took. No, yeah. Okay.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
Generally speaking, very.
Here we go.
What? Is it bad that I thought I had to escape on this level? I'm now worried that the escape will be another level and the guards would have reset. Let's have a look at some stats. What's I mean backstabs 1? How did I get 2 kills? Does it mean the spiders? Wait, did I backstab the spider? I'm suspecting it was a backstab on the spider, considering I did actually sneak up to it with my sword. But the other one spotted me and jumped at my face. Well... Before death came, the liars were made to feast upon the hands of the thieves, and the thieves were made to ingest the tongues of their liar brothers, and we praised the master builder for his judgments.
I went to Cuddy's place to deliver the scepter, but Cuddy wasn't there. He'd been arrested by the Hammerites. Apparently they didn't approve of his occupation, and I doubt they approve of mine. So hopefully they'll never catch sight of me when I break him out of their prison. Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cuddy in a mining complex carved out of a quarry. The quarry's flooded, but the Hammers still work the top-level mines, and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those who violate their tenets. An associate of mine was confined there and has provided me with a map. It would be difficult to get in by way of the main gate, but there is another option. The mines break the surface of a hill south of the quarry. I'll drop into the mines and head for the prison, which will be found somewhere uphill and to the north. The Hammers don't venture into these lower mine levels because they're reputed to be haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job, but Cuddy's a reliable fence, and I don't appreciate the Hammerites abducting him. And he owes me money for the Bafford job.
I don't know, this seems like more work than the Bafford job is worth, considering I still have the scepter. And also, now that he's a known fence, sure that makes his job of fencing much harder. My poor money. Do I have to do something to confirm said purchase? Ah, carpet making hours. sharp arrow. What do I need sharp arrows for? Well, I'm having a hard time reading that tiny ass font. I guess that's the problem of trying to play Thief in 4K. I'm gonna get wet, aren't I? Wonder why that makes me equip water hose. I use it and it equips. I think those are water hose, are they not? Is that making them holy water arrows? For a period of time. France is basically saying they're holy water arrows now. I've seen it. No need to fraternize with a zombie. Is it usual to find zombies in a mine? Not trying to judge or anything. Can you still sneak up on and knock them out? Believed to be haunted. I just don't want to murderize the poor little zombies. The innocent zombies, what have they done? Is it time to experiment on them yet? being like that ladder? Why? Oh, it's because my legs are probably longer than I expect. As you said, the ladders.
Who is there? Is someone there? All is well now. 'Twas but the wind on the torches. Something moved. Intruder! Beware an
That was unlucky, wasn't it?
Who is there? Is someone there?
No.
Where art thou, villain? My imagination does run over much. Who I hold the That breath was your last, thief.
Change of tact, I guess. Yo. How's it hanging?
Hello? Who art thou? I know not what it was.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Every time I turn around, there's incompetence in every act that I see performed except by myself while I...
Is someone there? Who art thou? I shall still find thee, never fear. Oh, whence came...
No. No, you won't. So he had a little accident. Completely covered, yeah? And I'm not gonna panic just because the guy thinks he can hear me. I mean, he is not covered as in physically covered. I mean, if somebody comes down there, he'll think that the clumsy oaf just tripped on the boxes, KO'd himself, and had them collapse on top of him. Come on, guys, that's right, isn't it? Nobody would think that somebody's trying to hide a body by just chucking a couple of boxes on top of them. Surely not. Exactly, so it's the perfect cover.
Hast someone call? Halt, thief! I see thee, thou shalt ha!
Regret thine intrusions.
Crumble before the builder's might! Ha!
Oops. Yeah, well, they're basically paladins casting Smite Thief, aren't they?
With the hands of a builder, you lift us up to the earth. Vigilance is our shield, protects us from our squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
Show thy face.
All seems peaceful.
Trying to pinpoint where everybody is by the noise.
Needs must I calm my nerves.
Do my eyes show me the right?
Tis the builder's piece now. At thee!
Yeah, I know what you mean, Chloe. Sorry for being so sort of just on edge there. I think you understand why. That isn't how doors normally open. How does my stealth skills stack up then?
I spied something. Well, I see nothing now. So yeah, I have gone around in a circle. Interesting. Honestly, I was just confirming my thoughts.
Halt! Halt! Thou art my prisoner! Ah! Crumble before the builder!
That block does not seem to work very well. Never! I might not intend to get into combat, but I'm certainly going to struggle to fight my way out of one.
competent people.
Halt! Be someone there?
Why do I have to be the one doing
It was only rats, in truth.
From what shadow sprang thou, villain? Ha!
Beware an intruder!
Art thou afraid, then? Ha ha!
Do not think
Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Seek not to block thy doom. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Art thou afraid, then? Lay thyself on my anvil, thief! Ha! Ha! Coward! Ha ha! Receive thy pounding! Ha ha! Art thou afraid, then?
Oop, nope. The Windows 2 things. I was wondering if I could like parry, smack him on the head, and switch back to the sword for another parry. But no, it looks like I'd have to stab them if that's the case. But I'm getting better at blocking them then. Also, I'm trying to work out how do you get into the room that he's in. Maybe I should stop trying to get into that room. But I'm nosy, I want to know what's in there. Aha.
Halt! Be someone there? It seems nothing now. Hast someone come?
Vigilance is our shield.
Well, I see nothing now.
floor's going to be a nightmare to walk on, isn't it?
Hold thy place. Ha!
2, 4 of them. Do I lose them or do I take them into the next mission?
Clanky metal grating. I better tread softly.
Isn't that 25% of them? Also, his path is very weird. This is that sudden bit of light. I'm invisible, guys. I'm invisible. Your pathing is such a pain.
By the builder.
By the...
By the builder. Ah!
Well, even the tiny bit of movement there's making too much noise. Don't mind me, I'm just suspiciously calling here. Lean forward. I didn't even realise there was a command for leaning forwards. Apparently it's Alt-Shift-W. So I'm kind of giggling at the silliness of just like somebody just leaning out the shadow and going, "Foop, ah, miss. Foop, ah, miss." All the while, basically just standing in plain sight, but somehow being invisible because I'm just perfectly in the shadow. Finally. Thank you, Francis. That is a very silly move, isn't it, people? Enjoyably silly, though.
the... No, wait. Who is that? Come closer, and thou shalt feel my edge. Cease thy games and face me.
Where did the extra guy come from? Did he just come from that door and start patrolling?
Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future. And the builder said, if the foundation is weak, do wail and gnash your teeth. Do ask it to repair itself. Nay, you tear it down and begin anew. So shall it be with all my children, whether they be stone, flesh. Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future. Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future. Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future.
Shucks, missed.
And the builder said, if the foundation is weak, do wail and gnash your teeth. Do ask it to repair itself. Nay, you tear it down and begin anew. So shall it be with all... Thou shalt regret having troubled me.
fate is written in the book.
You can parry with blackjack, guys. And it's quieter.
And the builder said, if the foundation is weak, do wail and gnash your teeth. Do ask it to repour itself. Nay, you tear it down and begin anew. So shall it be with all my children, whether they be stone or flesh. Vigilance is our shield that protects us from the squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon with which we...
Ha! Where camest thou?
Nope. Just realised there's some very tiny writing in the top left-hand corner. Honestly, I wonder if I triggered a console command by accident, because that looks like the coordinates, 3D coordinates from my space on the level. The way it's changing. Ain't that fun? I've got my hands in yet another circle. Huzzah for circles, isn't it, guys? One button.
Vigilance is our shield. Protects us from our squalid past. Knowledge is our weapon, with which we carve a path to an enlightened future. And the word went before him, on a breeze carrying our salvation. Here at last is a man with the mind of a general and the heart of a poet. Yet also with the hand of a...
Who is there? Is someone there?
No.
When everyone else is out running around. When am I going to get my dinner? That's what I would like to know. Why do I have to be the one down here guarding all this one up? All these people I have to work with are so incompetent, so stupid, so lazy.